in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First play, going to throw it. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Well, the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. On the move to his left. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He's able to find Melton. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Howell looking to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. They proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Again, give kudos to the offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They'll run with Robinson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Robinson again. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Connecting here with DJ Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route, because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
21-0 our score after 1.
On the double. X3. 2-18. Chopper.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Touchdown! Chris Watkins. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on second down.
Powell. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Browns at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit. Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence.
That'll be complete to Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessful.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Back to throw, Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw brought in by Watson.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From midfield now, Lawrence. And complete once again to Watson.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Got it.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st down, Howell.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10, Howell.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Howell to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 42 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the... Couldn't catch it. Now third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a throw again is Lawrence. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Let's go.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, Cook. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Chris Watkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Quick slant complete to Melton.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Howell
eluding the pressure right.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would look at.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On the move past the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ready?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. DJ Shark from 21 yards away. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Going right back to Fant. The try. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now Lawrence on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Lawrence going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That one complete, he finds Sharp. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Ready, break.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Quickly, travel. Recon, look at you fighting. Go.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. A 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Again, it's Cook.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ready?
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Let's go. You got perfect.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
Touchdown!
Albert from 3 yards out. And the Browns have made a one-score game again. Here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Robinson up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught at the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 46 yards. And the Ravens add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Come on, set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?